Hello dear students, so now we would move ahead in this chapter number 2nd of class 8th mathematics, that is powers. So here I have some new questions for you. Question number 1 is by what number should 5 raised to the power minus 1 be multiplied so that the product may be equal to minus 7 raised to the power minus 1. Okay, so I have to make this 5 raised to the power minus 1 as minus 7 raised to the power minus 1. So for that purpose, by which number I would multiply this 5 raised to the power minus so that it could become this much. So let's say I am multiplying this by x. Are you getting this? So let's say I am multiplying 5 raised to the power minus 1 by x, and after multiplying by x I am getting how much? I am getting the product is how much? 7 minus 7 raised to the power minus 1. Okay, this is the project I am getting. Okay, I have to find out the value of x from here. So if you see, this 5 raised to the power minus 1 is multiplying here, so it would divide there. Getting it or not? So I can write it as minus 7 raised to the power minus 1 divided by, getting it or not? Get divided by how much is there? 5 raised to the power minus 1. Hope you are getting this. Because this 5 raised to the power minus 1 is multiplying here, so it would divide there. So I can write it as x would be equals to how much? Now if you see, if it is like this, if it is the rule, one more rule I'm just telling you. If it is a raised to the power n divided by b raised to the power n, means base, both have the same base, no different base, but the powers or the index or the exponents are same. If the exponents are same, so this can be written as a by b whole raised to the power n. Because base, we have the different base here, but the exponents are same here. So if the exponents are same, then I can write it as a by b whole raised to the power whole raised to the power n. So similarly here also, if you see, bases are different. Here it is minus 7, here it is 5, but power is same. Minus 1 is here also, minus 1 is here also. I can write it as minus 7 by 5 whole raised to the power minus 1. Okay, now I want to make this minus 1 positive. How would I make? If I write the reciprocal of the inside one fraction. So I can write it as x would be equals to minus 5 by 7 whole raised to the power 1. It would become plus 1 because I have reversed this inside one fraction. Okay, so now x would be equals to, this power would be distributed numerator and denominator here. So I can write it as 5 raised to the power minus 1 divided by 7 raised to the power 1 is there. Okay, now how would I write this? If you see, this power is odd number, so if power is odd number, answer would be negative 1. This negative would have become positive here had it been even number here, but it is odd number here, so this would remain negative. So minus 5 raised to the power minus 1 means you have to write minus 5 only once, means answer is minus 5. Similarly 7 raised to the power 1 means you have to write 7 one time, so answer would be minus 5 by 7. So value of x would be how much? Minus 5 by 7. Okay, so if you are multiplying this by minus 5 by 7, so how much would you get? Minus 7 whole raised to the power minus 1. This is how much. This is the answer here. Okay, note it down. So this is the next question here. Question is, by what number should 1 by 2 whole raised to the power minus 1 be multiplied so that the product may be equal to minus 4 by 7 whole raised to the power minus 1. Okay, so similar to the previous one. Let's say I am multiplying this by x and I am getting this much. Let's say I am multiplying 1 by 2 whole raised to the power minus 1 by x. I am multiplying this, and how much I am getting? I am getting minus 4 by 7 whole raised to the power minus 1. That is what I am getting here. Okay, so I have to find out the value of x from here. So it implies x would be equals to this. If you see, this 1 by 2 whole raised to the power minus 1 is multiplying here, so it would divide there. Getting this? So I would write it as minus 4 by 7 whole raised to the power minus 1 would be divided by this much. How much it is? 1 by 2 whole raised to the power minus 1. Okay, so how would you divide this? I would write this as, first I would make these exponent positive one. Getting it or not? So I can write this minus 4 by 7 as minus 7 by 4. So power would become positive. Similarly, this I would write as 2 by 1. Power again would become positive. Okay. Now I would distribute these powers. So I would write this as x would be equals to minus 7 raised to the power 1 means minus 7. Similarly 4 raised to the power 1 means 4 would be divided by 2 raised to the power 1 2 and 1 raised to the power 1. Okay, getting this or not? Very good. So I would write this x would be equals to minus 7 by 4. This division would be changed into multiplication, and for that purpose I would have to write the reciprocal of 2 by 1, so it can be written as 1 by 2. That we have already discussed here. Are you getting it or not? So it implies x would be equals to minus 7 1 just 7 divided by 4 2 8. So minus 7 by 8 would be the value of x. So this is the answer. If you are multiplying the given fraction here, 1 by 2 whole raised to the power minus 1, if you are multiplying this by minus 7 by 8, so how much you are getting? Minus 4 by 7 whole raised to the power minus 1 you are getting here. Are you getting this? Very good. Okay, just write it down. And this is the next question here. Question is, by what number should minus 15 raised to the power minus 1 be divided so that the quotient may be equal to minus 5 raised to the power minus 1? Okay, so I have to make this as minus 5 raised to the power minus 1, but for that purpose I have to divide this by any number. So what could be that number? That we have to find the answer. Okay, that we have to find. Okay, so let's say I am dividing this minus 15 raised to the power minus 1 by x. Okay, let's say I am dividing minus 15 raised to the power minus 1. Let's say I am dividing this by x, and the quotient that I am getting is how much? Minus 5 raised to the power minus 1. So this is the quotient that I am getting here. Okay, so now if you see, this x is dividing here, this x is dividing here. So if this x is dividing here, so this x would multiply here. Getting it or not? This x is right now dividing here, so this x would multiply there. So I would write this as minus 15 whole raised to the power minus 1 equals to, it can be written as minus 5 raised to the power minus 1 multiplied by x. Are you getting this or not? Right now this x is dividing, so it would multiply there. So I need the value of x. So if I want to write the value of x, so it can be written as x would be equals to how much? So for that purpose, if x is here, so this minus 5 raised to the power minus 1 has to go here. So how it will go there? Right now if you see, this minus 5 raised to the power minus 1 is multiplying here, so it would divide here now. Are you getting this? Very good. So I can write this as minus 15 raised to the power minus 1. This would be divided by minus 5 raised to the power minus 1. I need the value of x. So for that purpose, x would remain here. So this minus 5 raised to the power minus 1 has to go here. So if it is going there, it would divide there because it is multiplying here. Getting? Very good. So the previous one formula we have used there. What was the formula? And the formula was if the bases are different and the powers are same, then you can write this as minus 15 by minus 5 whole raised to the power, how much there would be? Minus 1. Are you getting this? Because both have the same exponent here, so you can write it once there. Okay, so now if you see, this x would be equals to how much? If numerator and denominator both have minus 1, so you can cut this, both would become plus. Okay, so it would be 5 1 ja 5, 5 3 ja 15, so it can be written as 3 by 1 whole raised to the power minus 1. If you want to make this power positive, so you would have to reverse this inside 1. So I would write this as 1 by 3 whole raised to the power 1. So it implies x would be equals to, this power is to be distributed among between numerator and denominator. So you would write it as 1 raised to the power 1 means 1. 3 raised to the power 1 means 3. So you have the answer. The value of x would be 1 by 3. Are you getting this? Very good. Just note it down. And this is the next question before you. Question is, by what number should 5 by 3 whole raised to the power minus 1 be multiplied so that the product may be equals to this much? So you have to multiply this by any number. Let's say we are multiplying it by x, and then the answer that we are getting is how much? 7 by 3 whole raised to the power minus 1. Okay, just solve this. Let's say we are multiplying this 5 by 3 whole raised to the power minus 2 by x, and the answer that we are getting is how much? It is 7 by 3 whole raised to the power minus 1. Okay. Now, if you see, you are to find the value of x from here. So, how do you find? X would remain here. So, for that purpose, this 5 by 3 whole raised to the power minus 2 has to go there. How it will go there? Right now, if you see, it is multiplying here. So, it would divide there. Getting it or not? So, I can write this as 7 by 3 whole raised to the power minus 1. And this would be divided by 5 by 3 whole raised to the power minus 2. Getting this? Very good. Now, what to do? Make these exponents positive first. So, I would write this as 3 by 7 whole raised to the power plus 1. Similarly, I would write this as 3 by 5 whole raised to the power plus 2. Getting? Very good. So, I would write x will be equals to how much now? 3 by 7 raised to the power 1 means 3 you have to write one time means 3. 7 also you have to write one time means it would be 7. And this is to be divided by 3 you have to write 2 times. 3 you have to write 2 times. So how much it would be? 3 multiply 3. It would be 9. Similarly 5 also you have to write 2 times. 5 multiply 5. So it would be 25. Getting? Now you have to find the value of x from here. So for that purpose you have to change this division into multiplication. And this would be reversed. You can write it as 25 by 9. Getting this? We have done these sort of questions. So just you can cut also 3 1 ja 3 and 3 3 ja 9. So answer would be x would be equals to now 25 1 ja 25 and 3 7 ja 21. So we have got the value of x from here. So this is how you would do the given question. Okay. Okay, just note it down. Then after. Okay, see you in the next lecture then. Stay tuned and keep watching. Thank you. Have a good day.